It's Late Night Whispers on this gorgeous radio, and I'm Sunshine. And today I have.
Hello, everybody. I'm Rico T. Cooper from Rico's Wine Adventure.
Oh, yeah. So sorry. And I forgot about mine. Oh, my goodness. I'm so not together today, y'all. We're going to try this one more time. It's Late Night Whispers on this gorgeous radio, and I'm Sunshine. And today I have.
Hello, everybody. I'm Rico T. Cooper from Rico's Wine Adventure, where we help you select the perfect wine for every occasion.
Now, I'm going to have to mess with him. He bring one bottle. I'm going to hurt him. He knows that he's getting ready to talk about a whole lot of wine. How you bring one bottle? But so tell us a little bit about yourself. You know how to mess with you a little bit.
This wine is for you, though. This is exclusive. This is exclusive just for you. Just for you. That's you.
Pull out the violin.
No, I'm from the DMV. I'm from Hyattsville, Maryland. I graduated Northwestern High School. Currently, I live in Laurel, Maryland. Love the area. Except for the cold weather sometimes, but I love the area.
I know, right?
Yeah. But for a Black entrepreneur like myself, I think this is one of the top places because all 10 of the top 10 places for Black entrepreneurs, 3 of them are here: Baltimore, Richmond, DC. Then you have Prince George's County, which is not on there, but is a great place for Black entrepreneurs. So for me, this is kind of the place I want to be.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we definitely got to talk about, because back in the day, not gonna really tell too much. I used to be real good at moonshine. And how I got to do that was I had some fruit and I just happened to see them do it. And I put a whole lot of fruit in this container. Now it was kind of iffy, but oh my God. So I think I'm gonna have to make me a bottle.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah, so tell us.
On it, Sunshine.
I know, right? So tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get to where you are now?
So long story short, I had just gotten married. And like I tell everyone, the bills are different. Responsibility is different once you marry. Mm-hmm. And I started working with this advertising agency. I'd worked in the school system already, but I actually left that to pursue advertisement or business career, and that kind of went belly up. And then a buddy of mine by the name of Ryan Gill, who did a lot of events in DC, he kind of introduced me to being a brand ambassador. So started doing some shows there, and then people just would make comments, "Hey, you're doing a great job." I had this guy out of nowhere named Paul Carey who actually called me. So one day I get a call, and it's a Miami phone number. And I'm like, "Hello." And he's like, "Hey, Rico, this is Paul Carey. Love for you to come and showcase these wines for me." At that time, I knew nothing about wine. Okay. And so the more I'm trying to talk him out of it, like, "Yeah, you got the wrong guy." He's like, "I got the right guy." And so I ended up doing a couple of shows for him. And one particular show in McLean, Virginia, I did at the Total Wines out there, just did a 3-hour tasting. It was a lady by the name of Pam, Miss Pam. She's a sister. Okay. And she kind of took me under her wing and said, "Oh, Rico, you smell good, but the wine must smell better." And she just took and gave me a whole bunch of pamphlets. Said, "You make sure you study." And I just studied, and every time I, received a new award or certification or whatever, she said, "Good job, Rico. I'm proud of you. Keep studying." She's an African lady with a French accent. But,
oh, wow. Okay.
That's like my wine mom right there, because she said, "Oh, when I come in, I like your little dress, your bow tie. You look nice. You look professional. Take your earrings out." So she'd kill me right now because I have one earring in. Yes, she would kill me.
See this diamond in his ear. It's blinding me over here. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, but she just kind of stayed on me and told me I had to be 3 times better than our counterparts. And I'm right. At that. Mm-hmm. And that was pretty much it. And I was thinking about on the way here, just a lot of the studying and things I did. I studied in the metro stations on my way between shows. I studied in the libraries, everywhere I could. My wife would help me. She would be the camera operator when I would do my videos. Okay. My earlier videos. Also, she would help me study for wines. I know one day I was trying to figure out this one wine. It's called Beaujolais. It's on the east of France. And I couldn't remember the grape. Okay. And so she gave me an example using my grandmother. Like, it's almost like Gammy. I was like, okay. And so just a lot of work, dedication, and, not listening to the wrong people, listening to the right people. There was a lot of wrong people in the way.
I know.
Sometimes we can get, we don't want to. When some of us leave our comfort zone, it's like, "Oh, what you doing? You don't know nothing about that," and you can't listen to that. Mm-hmm. And again, study, I didn't pass every test. Few tests I failed. Went back and redid it. But it's been a love of labor, honestly.
Oh, I didn't know that you had to take a test for wine. It's alcohol, Lord.
No, it's a lot of tests.
Oh
Regional.
my goodness. Well, see, when you grow up kind of like in the backwoods, not that I was in the backwoods, but all we knew was to do things clean to a degree. We sift through to make sure it was not a lot of settlement, but it was always a lot of settlement for us, because especially if you do grapes or strawberries, and we made sure that I like to see my fruit in the bottom of the container. Now, true, a lot of times they don't last long inside the container. I'm still working on that, but I like to see my settlement of strawberries or grapes or whatever. But okay, so did you go to school, or you just did like what type of classes online?
So I went to school online, Napa Valley, Napa Wine Academy online.
Oh, okay.
And a couple other independent classes and courses I took. What was that? During the pandemic is when I did a lot of events.
Had a lot of time.
Yeah, people were doing TikTok videos. I was doing wine videos.
Oh, okay.
They were actually helping me study. And during that time, we went and received when I say I took myself and my wife, but received my certification in South African wines, Portuguese wines, Italian wines, Napa Valley rocks. It was just during that time. And like I said, it was a lot of studying. You have to learn the region, the language of the region, the terms of the region. So it's a lot. And pronunciations. Now I can say Brunello di Montepulciano, just rolls off my head.
Say that again.
Brunello di Montepulciano.
Brunello
di Montepulciano. That's a
okay. What he just said.
Italian.
Now I know back in the day, like, okay, let's see, we're in 2023, so I'm gonna say 2000ish. I know down by the I can't even think, by Trump's hotel downtown, they used to have a wine tasting. Oh my God. I would go every year. I'm going to say it was $50, if that much, and wine up the inside. And I swear, every time I went, I got sick. I'd leave there, go straight up to Old Abbott Grill, leave a curriculum of my activities on the wall, and then go and eat. And I did that every year, but I know what it was. I went from whites to reds. Yeah, sometimes you can't do all of that. But there are some real good African wines. I don't know the name of it, but there is one African wine, and I paid like $30 for it. Now I found it cheaper. And all I can remember is it looks like the lady is playing tennis. That's all I can remember. But it is very, very good. It's a red wine. It's not overly sweet, but the flavors. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to go home and open up that when I get home.
I'm gonna have to find that.
I would try to remember to take a picture of it and send that to you.
Please.
Yeah, but I like going to wine tastings. I go to Wine in the Woods. You need to, when you buy certain wines, especially if they are sangria, you need to ask them, how long does it last and does it need to stay cold? That's what I had issues with some of your friends last year.
Not me though.
Not you.
We help you select the perfect wine for every occasion at RICCO's Wine Adventure. I don't know what those other guys are doing, but that's what we do. We're going to tell you everything.
So what exactly do you do now?
So as a wine sales consultant, I do a couple different things. Let's say you call me up, you want to throw a shindig, you want to throw a party, and you need some wines. We can do that. Let's say I had one of my clients just graduated from University of Maryland. And he needed to understand, how to order wine. He was going out for some business dinners, and he didn't know what to get. So we had a brief consultation about that. So it's various things. Just being a consultant, really, I sell wines, but also educate and teach on wine.
Okay.
And we also we do whiskey, we do bourbons, tequilas as well. We just did a 30th birthday party with tequila. That was amazing. And the biggest thing about me is that I don't get a lot of things that you're going to see in too many stores. Right. I like to get the obscure.
And that's what I like. Last year for my birthday party, I said, okay, let's everybody come out the box. No Patron. I named the first top with Jose, 1800. What's the other? Casamigo. And there's one more. Those, I said, no, don't give me any of those. Bring me something that you ain't never seen. So I did get the basketball player, LeBron. Didn't know he had a tequila. Kevin Hart didn't know he had a tequila. His was good. I'm not saying LeBron's wasn't, but Kevin's Hart was good. Rock has one. Okay. Yeah. And there's a few other ones that have them, and we shall not mention those. Yeah. But I think sometimes tequila is odd because a lot of them that are like $30, $40, $50, they ain't all like that. There's one that has a deer on the front of it. I know I'm telling you something crazy, but if you look for that bull with the antlers, that bottle is probably about $50 for a gallon, but it is so smooth. It's better than Patron. It's better than some of the other ones that are out there. And I hate to say it, there's a few out there that really, I don't know why they got that price. They got the price tag because they celebrity. Yeah. But no.
It's like that with wine also. And almost every spirit.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so now tell us a little bit about this one that he said, especially for me, like they made it for me or something.
He brought it for you.
He brought it for me. Yeah, he reached in the closet and pulled it out.
Put the seatbelt on.
He put the seatbelt
bubble wrap. That's right. We had to protect it.
He was carrying it in his hand. It wasn't even in a bag.
Cradle. So I could
present a pretty bag or something.
I had to present it. I had to show you the beautiful, the straw color, the gold. So what our lovely host is holding, this is a beautiful Viognier from California. It is, I believe, 13.5% alcohol. It has a sweetness on the end, not a natural, not a sugary sweetness, but a honey sweetness. Tastes a lot of melon, a lot of fresh, ripe grapes in there. And it's beautiful with salmon. If you're going to have salmon, if you're going to have, let's say, the pasta with the white sauce, the Alfredo, the shrimp is beautiful. It works well with the salmon because the salmon already naturally has a sweetness to it, that nice pink salmon. It works, and it's going to enhance the flavor of the salmon. Put a little butter on that salmon. It's beautiful. That's another way I prepare wines and I showcase wines is I paint the picture of how you want it for dinner. I don't just say, oh, this grape was, farmed over here in this part of Kentucky or whatever the case is. I don't want to give the history lesson unless you want that. I want to paint the picture so that you can enjoy the wine. And for me, depending on how you prepare your food, if we know that we're trying something that doesn't have that much flavor, we may want the wine to be on that far left so that can enhance the food. If the food is the main dish, if everything is well, then we want the wine glass on the right side so that we can enjoy the food and aesthetically the wine goes there and it doesn't overpower the food.
So how do you know? Because I'll just open a bottle of wine and eat a piece of steak and call it a day. I've never really understood or connected the two what goes with what goes. I assume red goes with meat, white goes with fish, and so on and so on. But so does tequila go with fish, and so does. So does it really matter? I mean, who created the scope to what wine goes with? Is that a question?
No, that's a great. I've never been asked that. I want to say a lot of times it's marketing. A lot of times it's the research department. For me, I try not to go with the pairing sheets. You go and buy wine. We buy a few wine. They'll say, oh, this is great with Chinese food. This is great with blah, blah, blah. I taste the wine personally. So when I'm telling you this is from experience. It's not off the sheet. It's not read off of anything. This is from me opening up that bottle, tasting it a few times, playing with food, figuring out what exactly the right combination is. So anything I tell you is not going to be what
somebody else
was pre-ordered or whatever. I don't want to do that. Again, I have to be honest because my integrity is on the line as a wine consultant. So I have to tell you what I know and what works.
Okay, so basically what you do is you can do parties, but the main thing is you kind of let people know what the wine goes with, and then I forgot the third one you said.
We teach. The
And
good
you
thing
teach,
is,
right?
right. The good thing is also do private buying, and some people just want wine and they don't want to go to the stores. And I
Right,
get that.
right,
I'm a little more expensive, but I'm worth it. The
right,
problem with the store is if you go to any store, I'm not going to name any of them, is it's a business.
right.
So if they
Exactly.
have a sales meeting saying, "Hey, we need to sell this um, Kanye West Patron or whatever," then whatever you come in the store, they're going to push that, and that may not be the appropriate product for you,
Right.
but they're going to push that to meet that quota. That's what they do in a lot of sales stores. So me not having any dog in that fight, I'm going to help you select that perfect wine for your occasion.
Yeah, I can remember. Like I said, when I was going to the wine tasting downtown, I met a lady there, and she was like, "Well, I'll send 12 bottles for something." That wine was so good. I don't even know who it was, but it came so pretty with the big old box, and they was. Oh, I missed it, man. The things that I've done in my life. Oh Lord, bought cases of wine. Mm, mm, mm. But I wish that they would do that wine tasting again, because I know they had over 300 different tastings. Now I know Old Abbott does that once a year. They have the oysters. Now I go for the oysters, but they did do the wine and the tequila, and they came out with the new Guinness beer. It's not dark. It's like a light brown type of a beer. It's not the dark beer. Okay. Oh my God, that Guinness new beer, whatever you call it, it's like that too. I'm a beer lover too. Wow. Yeah, but so I'm gonna ask you, what type of grapes is in this?
So this is Viognier. That's the grape.
And where's that grape from? Because I can't pronounce Viognier. I did.
It grows in France, it grows in Europe, and it grows in California. One of the good things about when you purchase wines, what we call New World, is that they actually say the grape. But if you get an Old World, which would be pretty much Europe, they will tell you the appellation. They'll tell you the village. It's more about the tradition of the place.
Okay.
So rarely you're going to get a bottle of French wine saying Pinot Noir. It will give you the family, and it'll give you the location, and it'll give you the name of the appellation, but they won't really say the grape. So with a California wine or with New World, they're more straightforward.
All right. So what's the difference between new wine grape, like the grapes from overseas, to the grapes in California, to the grapes that are here? If let's just say they use a white grape, what's the difference? Is there a white grape like all white grapes? And what I'm trying to find out, like when you go to Africa, their ox is our cow, where our cow is their ox. So what's the big difference of like the grapes?
That's a good question.
I'm real good at what I do.
You good. You good. So it's a wine term called terroir, which is basically how the vine interacts with the environment. So the terroir is different in France, which is in California, which is over here. So that's the soil, the wind, the water, all those things in the environment play a factor in how that grape grows and how it tastes and the consistency. One advantage is with French wines is, well, not just French, but with the European wines, the Old World, is everything is tradition based. It's based off tradition, and it's consistency. With you get wines from the New World, they can bend the rules. Where you see a lot of wines, like I also had a Cabernet aged in bourbon. French, they would scoff at that. Spain would, because it's about tradition. So over here, the New World wine's a little more innovative, where the Old World is more tradition. And again, the terroir, also have to understand that the climate, the temperature, the wind, the mountain air, all that also plays a big difference. Okay. Yes, man, that plays a big difference.
Yeah, because my thing is, let's just say whoever's been making these wines for whatever many years, and let's just, because I know, like I watched this thing, I know it was on Lifetime, and they were talking about and I know it was a show, but they were like, well, if the sun doesn't do whatever between tonight and tomorrow, that means that all of these grapes will go bad. And I was like, huh? So like when they make wine, do they taste it in between the settling and before they harvest it, or and then do they still? Okay, that's one. I think there was two questions, and then the other question is, do they? I know, and then do they still do the foot thing? Because I've done that several times, and that's fun.
Yeah. So the foot thing, I'll get to that one. The foot thing, where they trample. The thing is that the bottom of the foot is the most accurate as they can to squish the grapes without damaging the grapes. But that's mainly done in Portugal. That's old world.
Yeah.
That's done in Portugal. Yes, ma'am. And for the second, I guess the first question, a lot of wine tasters taste along the way. So a winemaker is almost like a scientist. And they're doing things to take away the sulfites, and they've got it in the drum. So then they'll taste it, and it needs a little bit more time to stay. I was actually assistant to the winemaker in Beltsville for Misfit Winery for 2 summers.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of stuff I learned there. Yes, ma'am.
So now I've been to a lot of wineries, and I've seen the drums. I've never seen how do they get it out, because I've looked to see, do they have like a little, like a little squeeze thing they can squeeze a little bit out and taste? How do they do that? Or do they just unroll or roll? And because I do look, I'm one of the people be like, how do they taste it?
So they're long plastic tubes. Which go from the humongous drum to the smaller drums.
And they stick it at the top?
Right, and it goes in at the top, and there's also a almost looks like
that's what I was looking to see what they had. Yeah. I've never really seen them.
Yeah, because they keep the hoses so clean, you'll hardly see them just hanging out on the floor.
Oh, okay.
And it'll go from there into one drum. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Yeah. So can you, like, let's say if I wanted to start a wine, can you start me from the beginning to the end? Why are you laughing?
Man, I haven't thought about that. Everybody asked me if I thought about doing wine. That's a lot.
We didn't talk about that.
It's a lot. It is a lot.
I'm not gonna say it'd be easy, but because we drink.
Right.
So why don't we just start our own wine, and then now we don't have to pay out of
pocket, right, to work. So
I want a liquor wine.
It would be the bases I can get us through, and then I have to make a couple phone calls. Which you're
already hooked to.
Thank God I have some few people who say, "Hey, make sure you get this, RICCO. Right. Make sure you get that." That's the beauty of having good relationships with people.
So, but is there a wine like a liquor wine? Like it has, like okay, they have wine, they have liquor now that's like tequila and vodka together. You ain't seen that? What? Oh my God, they got a tequila vodka, they got a rum something. Yeah, I've had it. I just had to make it more like a Long Island. It's kind of like a Long Island. But could you do a wine with like a liquor-y wine?
So again, with California, they're a lot more innovative. You wouldn't see that from Europe, but they do have the Cabernets aged in bourbon barrels. They also have the
that's what gives it that smoky taste, right?
And the Chardonnay aged in Scotch barrels. Okay. So they play around a little bit. They start to infuse it with marijuana also, some companies. But again, that's California. That's not just West Coast, but that's California. That's New World. Never do that in Europe. We never see that in Italy, Spain.
Because they charge $2.5 million a bottle. It's like no, it just seems like the bottles are so expensive. It's like the better or mid to better wines from places like that are always 40, 30. And then like the little
get your Bordeaux, that'd be a Chateau Lafite Rothschild may cost up to $1,400.
Shall not be buying. I'll buy a bottle. I'll buy the Hennessy bottle that much. Something that I know is gonna taste good, because oh my God, I bought so many wines, but luckily I know how to take a nasty, not saying this one, but take a nasty bottle and mix it with something, and ta-da! I got a liquor. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's something that you should think about, is making your own.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. I don't know yet. I hear that a lot. It may come down the road because I don't plan to leave one anytime soon. So it may just be, somewhere down the line, my wife and I we decide that new chapter.
Maybe. He talks a lot about his wife, so he loves her. That's a good thing. 2 thumbs up. Yeah. But it's good because most I know you're a nice guy, and it is hard to find men that women support them, and I think that's like a-okay. If a man can support the woman, then why can't the woman do the same for the man? And especially if you want him to take care of you, then shoot, at least that's the least you can do. Not talking about your wife or nothing like that. I'm just making that statement. But I love it. Make sure she knows that I'm not talking about his wife, okay? But so where I met you at was the wine tasting out at Bowie Town Center.
Yes, ma'am.
So how many times a week do you normally do things like that?
Summertime is usually busier. During the fall, during the spring, right now we may do a show once a month. Every other couple of weeks or whatever. We do a lot of in-home shows, which I really like to do. The smaller crowds, more intimate. We can learn more, have fun. But if anybody wants to, they can email me at RICCO Terrell, RICCO TERRELL 2342 at Gmail. You can send me a text. My number is 240-856-8690. And you can, just, hey, Rico, I heard you on the show. I want you to do something and we can talk about it.
Okay, I did forget to tell him to say all of that. I'm like in another world today. We forgot to turn the mics around, and then I forgot to tell him. Yeah, it's one of those days. But Rico, what if somebody wanted to pay you to help them create? Would you be open to do that, or and you would have to charge them a whole lot of money? Or could they say, okay, look, you help me make the wine, I'll give you a startup fee, and then as the money comes in, you get a percentage?
We could do that. Again, I'm gonna have to make some phone calls first. That's an area, like I said, I assisted the winemaker, but just for a little bit more key insight, I'd have to make some phone calls. How would you do it? Or I'd point you to the right person to do it.
Okay. Yes, now you do parties and things. So do you go to clubs and stuff like that, and you do wine tasting? So if a club wants you to come, is that a charge or?
Oh, yes, ma'am, it's a charge. I haven't done any clubs. We've done homes and people have rented venues. A lot of times with clubs, because they have their own wine and their own bartenders, it's sort of a conflict of interest. But again, a lot of people in their homes, or they rent an event, or they rent a space, or kit the living room, the outside, the basement, we'll set up.
Okay. Well, we have 705 8th Street Speakeasy spot. We want you to come there and do it.
Let's make it happen.
Hopefully we ain't got to charge you. Don't charge us.
Don't charge you. Tell everybody bye.
Yeah, because I don't care. I'd like to try to promote any wine. Now, do you have any wines that are Black owned that you have?
Right now we don't. I've worked with a few wines. I've worked with some South African wine companies. But for the last, let's say, couple months, I haven't. I gotta be honest. I've had some Black-owned bourbon that we've done and Black-owned tequila that we've done.
Okay.
But not wine right now. I'm still looking. So if you are a wine company, you Black-owned again, reach me at 240-856-8690. Let's talk and let's work. And,
I got 2 people. I think I'm gonna send them your way so you can talk to them.
Okay.
I know a few. I think I know one girl. That has a rum. She's been in business for a minute.
Okay.
She's on 8th. She got a club too on 8th Street. And then there's a Black guy that I think he has a whiskey. Matter of fact, I think I'm supposed to be interviewing him next week or week after next.
Oh wow.
So I have to try. You also too have to hit me and say, Janet, don't forget, because I'll forget. Okay. But if you remind me, I will hook you all up, and who knows what you all can do. I want to help. I want to come in for a few hours and help you pour and stuff like that. Because I see some of the people, they don't move. They standing, and I'm like, Can you move so somebody else can try something, please? Lord. Some of these, they be like stuck. Yeah. I just want to just say, I was like, just run you over. But okay, so this particular one, tell us some of the other ones that you did not bring. I gotta mess with him.
So we again we specialize in the obscure, and we have a wonderful. This was one of our new additions this year. It was sold out really quickly, which we were excited for. We have a Rose Moscato that we have to travel to get. We have to go all the way out Southern Virginia to pick up. We have a woman-owned sangria, a sparkling white sangria, which is
sparkling.
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
So it has the bubbles.
Has the bubbles. Ooh. Sold out to woman-owned company. Sold out. Hard to get in this area. Everything we get, we put a lot of miles on our vehicle to get. Because again, I don't want nothing you can get next door. I want you to be able to come to me. Right. And we have a white Bordeaux as well. A lot of people didn't know they make white Bordeaux that aren't Sauternes. Sauternes are sweeter bottles at about half the size. We have
like the ice wine,
something like that. But it's a sweeter white wines. Okay, and they're half the size. They're so sweet you can't finish the whole bottle. So they're half the size of our 750 milliliter. We're not supposed to.
But I wish he would have bought the sangria.
We sold out that Bowie show. Thank you everybody who came out to Bowie Town Center and supported us because we sold out of everything, which was the goal. It was a good problem to have.
So now I'm gonna have him to bring me ship me some bottles. He gonna probably charge me $280 per bottle for him to ship them to me.
$275.
See what I mean?
But
I'm supposed to be broke. I am not supposed to have no money.
We'll take care of it. We're getting ready for June the 3rd at Howard County Fairgrounds, the Caribbean Wine Festival, which is something we do quite often also.
Okay. And tell us about that, because I'm thinking I've heard of that one.
Yeah, it's out at Howard County Fairgrounds, West Friendship, Maryland. I live in Laurel, so it's about 30 minutes away from me. So if you live a little further in the DMV, think about an hour's drive. It's just an amazing event. We always have fun. Nice Caribbean music and food and dancing and everything out there. So we have our wines. We usually do well out there. We have Trio Fest coming up again. I don't have the date for that. That's another reggae festival which takes place in Frederick, Maryland. We sold out there. And so, the pattern is for us to come in and sell out. We don't want to bring any
You don't want to take them back home. So you also get to sell your wines as well. Okay, cool.
Ma'am.
Yeah, I'm about to try those two that you just mentioned.
Just send me a text.
Okay.
We sold out.
We. All right, so tell me about your rums. You see, he has so many, and I could be saying, okay, now we're talking about this one. Okay, move that to the side. Now we're talking. But that's okay. I'm gonna put him on here again, so he'd be right the next time.
Please, I hope you guys have me again. I wouldn't be back. It's amazing.
So okay, rum. Tell us about the rums. Oh no! Whiskey.
So whiskeys. We try to find. We stay away from the celebrity endorsed things. We stay away from the big names you've heard of, and we just try to bring you a different array. What was it?
Because Brandy has
whiskey sangria. But that's a fall drink that we make, that my wife makes. It's a fall drink, and when I tell you it's amazing, I'm gonna have to get that for you.
Yeah, I don't want to have to wait. Do I have to wait until
it's not good? It's a fall drink. I mean, apples and pears and pumpkin flavor. That makes sense now, but I'm telling you, that thing is amazing.
Why I gotta wait? Now I gotta remember this. But you gonna get the September, bottle. October.
Yeah, you will get the exclusive bottle.
I'd like to have that next time. So that when I walk out of here, I'll be walking quicker.
Yeah, because that whiskey we use is 94 proof. Ooh. We use we use another. We use a lot of whiskey. We have one whiskey. It's the Prohibition version, which means it is.
It's not strained.
No. It goes through double fermentation with corn, so sweeter. That's 115 proof.
Oh, it's sweeter.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll try that because I like whiskeys. I'm tired of the whiskeys that you take a little bit and you got to be like, oh, hold on, let me kind of let me get it down. It's stuck here. It's already in your system, but it feels like it's stuck there. You be like, oh Lord, okay, yeah, wow. And whiskey is kind of an odd liquor because it's hard to pair it with something like when you drink whiskey. putting it with an average Coca-Cola and cranberry juice, kind of over puts the yeah.
How about people taste neat? We bring the glasses, not just the little shot glasses, but we actually bring the proper glasses. I want you to taste everything.
Like the sifter glass.
Yes, ma'am. I want you to taste everything. When you hire me for a show, again, Rico T. Cooper from Rico's Wine Adventure, we help you select the perfect wine for every occasion and or tequila and whiskey. We're going to bring proper glassware because I want you to really taste what the humidors, if it's tequila, what they were making. I want you to taste. I have respect for the business. And I know the people have to get up at 4 a.m. They have to work all day, the flies, the heat, travel, pack the stuff on the truck, take it. So I want you to taste everything. I want you to taste what they were making.
So do you see these new fangled things? It's called a smoker, and they pour the drink in, and then they take this thing and they set it on top and they light it. Then you take it off. I think that is one cool. I done bought about 4 different types.
Oh wow.
And I haven't used it yet because then you got to find the perfect glass that it fits into. So I'm up here trying to figure out, it's a sifter glass. Duh. So I had to just make sure that, I had the correct the shape of the top. And I didn't know that the reason why they use the sifter glass, hold on, let me see, can I remember? It's the shape of the glass. It's fat at the bottom and goes up. And I think because the way you can swirl it, and then when you taste it, your nose can still sniff it and something. Tell me that. I know you know that part.
I mean, you pretty much got it packed. And so, because again, the silhouette, the shape of it, it goes up, it's a little thinner. It allows for the alcohol, and you can smell it better. And it allows air to get in, so you can taste it. Yes, ma'am.
I like the glass because it makes you feel like you're rich. Wow. But yeah, them little smoke things, that it gives it a little bit of something. You'd be like, oh wow, we got smoke coming out the glass. What they gonna do next? You got the little lights you can drop in there. Okay, that's too early.
No, but I mean, teachers on. My buddy made one for me, and it was incredible. It was great.
With the smoke?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's different. I guess they're trying to always create something new. I said, if they create one more liquor, you got vanilla vodka, cotton candy vodka, orange vodka, strawberry vodka, grape vodka. What y'all gonna make next? I mean, like, how many more flavors of vodka can you make? Jeez. Pick your nose vodka. It's like, no.
But the thing is, you still gonna have your traditionals who say, I don't want no gimmicks.
Right.
I want to taste the vodka. So that's always a beautiful thing.
Like Hennessy, just give me the hen. I'll be just fine. I don't need no chocolate hen. Oh, that would be something different. No, but I can't do that. But chocolate Hennessy, what do you think about that?
I would just pair the chocolate with it.
See, I can't mix. I gotta have liquor and nothing else. I can eat food, but I can't have candy, ice cream. Some of my friends, then they be no. That's a disaster for. No, anybody got time for that. I want all the liquor to stay right down there in the belly. I don't need you to come out no different type of ways. Nah, but that would be something different. A Hennessy, a cognac, chocolate.
Yeah, if they do it right, if it's done right.
There's a what's the name of Dove? The expensive ice cream, is it Dove? They have a chocolate liquor or liqueur or something. But I've never liqueur anything sweet. Girly girl. I don't do girly girl drinks. But we've been all over the place. Can we get back to the wine? Okay, so tell me one of your top 2 wines that you like.
That I like?
That we don't have here.
That I sell or that I just showcase?
Well, and why?
This is gonna be good. What do I like? The funny thing is my Prosecco, and a lot of people get Prosecco with brunch and they think it's champagne. It's not champagne. It's not. There's laws for champagne, but nonetheless, I like Prosecco Superiore, right? Because it has more bubbles. That's it. It's more bubbles. It could be brut, it can be dry, extra dry, whatever the case is. But my thing is Prosecco Superiore. I drink regular Prosecco if I have to, but I prefer Superiore. So that's one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just have them to send it to me because I don't know what that looks like or what it tastes like. But so, I like bubbles.
Yeah, Prosecco is an Italian sparkling wine.
Oh, okay. Right. So is it like a Cook's or a? I mean, no. I just thought of Cook's. Cook's was the first thing that came to my mind. But I'm quite sure it's better than Cook's, but it's got that bubbly like Cook's.
It has bubbly, yes, ma'am. But again, it's an Italian variation, and you have your Prosecco, your regular Prosecco, which is labeled DOC. Mm-hmm. Oh, my Italian is so bad. I don't even want to butcher the Italian. And the Prosecco Superiore, if you guys are looking for, it's going to label the DOCG, the Nominatier, the Catiane, the Origin. See, I had to lower because
because you're talking all over. See, if he had the damn bottle here, then we could just say, see, look. But no, he's saying some type of bullshit that I don't even know how to pronounce. How you spell that?
Prosecco Superiore. That's all you have to know.
Prospecto. See,
Prosecco Superiore. I'm telling you, when you want to have your brunch again or something, that's what you need. It really,
whatever he said,
it really brings out your mimosa. I'm telling you.
Oh, so you do that with orange juice,
right?
How come they always do it? Well, why could you just pineapple?
You can do pineapple also.
Oh, okay. See,
yes, ma'am.
Now it's gonna make me kind of want to see what it tastes like.
Superiore, and it should say
what he said.
Right at the bottom. If anybody has any questions, inbox me. I'll explain.
Yeah, inbox him because I can barely put down. He said I put too many T's in it. It's because it's like he's saying Prosecco. Yeah, whatever. I ain't gonna even try like I can pronounce it that. See, stuff like that, we don't want to get because we gonna go say, excuse me. He said something called Prosecco's because they're not gonna know what we try to say. I know I'm messing it up a little bit now, but who's gonna know what to say?
They're going to text 240-856-8690.
And hopefully you answer that phone when they do text. Yeah. Okay.
Send me text message with $2 signs and I will pick up.
I bet. So you told us the one that I can't pronounce. So what's the second one? And why?
That's gonna be a thought.
Down. I'm
gonna say I'm gonna go old world and white world and the new world. So I think I'm a big fan of a smoky Pinot Noir and a Malbec from Argentina, Mendoza region. Reason is a lot of people when they think of steak, they think of Cabernet, which is fine. You can do a Cabernet. You can also do a smoky Pinot Noir. And that's going to be most likely a California variation. And with Malbec, a lot of people don't understand that Malbec is Argentina for the most part, right? And the best region is Mendoza. And so I'm promise you, I'm about to land this plane. Argentina is known for their grass and their steaks. Right. Really good, delicious steaks. Mm-hmm. Right? And you want a nice red to go with that steak. So why not take an Argentinian red Malbec to pair with your steak? It changes your meal.
I'm gonna say okay. I like the first one that I can't pronounce. And I'm gonna have him to make sure that he gives me because I don't think I'm gonna try to get like 6 bottles from you. So I can try these wines because Lord, if he had just brought them, I could be trying them in front of you. That's what the plan was.
The plan.
We're gonna work on this one. But again, for me, I guess I'm just if I'm gonna cook something seafood, I'm just gonna say, okay, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which one's on this table that I want? And I'm just gonna go for it.
You send me a text.
I will.
People do that. I have buddies. I'm sorry to cut you off. I have buddies that call me in the store. Hey Rico, I'm looking at such and such wine. What should I get? What are you planning on cooking? I'm planning on having this and that. All right, well, we're gonna go with the Lafite. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with the Chardonnay. So please.
All right, I got one for you.
That's the benefit of me being a consultant.
Deling.
Yes, this is Rico T. Cooper. I can help.
Hey Rico, what's going on? I'm getting ready to have a cookout. What type of wine should I get?
Okay, so we're gonna go with some
hot dogs and hamburgers.
So we're gonna eat hot dogs and hamburgers. So we can get the smoky Pinot to go with the
Is that
burgers
one
on the
again?
grill.
Okay.
All right, so we can go with that. We're gonna go with a couple California Cabernets. Those California Cabernets, I want you to get them between the range of $15 and $10. You don't
But
need
what
a
if I don't
$50
like
Cabernet.
I want to say cabaret.
You know
Woo! I don't. If it is blase, nah. And cabaret, sabaret, molo, tolo, those are blah. They like.
No.
You gotta mix something sweet with it to get it down.
Something a little sweet, so we can do some Chardonnays. We can do some New Zealand. Yeah, we can do some New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs. They're a little bit more stringent, a little more acidy, a little more citrusy. That's going to be perfect with the potato salad because we got our potato salad there. It's going to go perfect with it.
As long as it's not white potato salad.
Oh, yeah.
Woo, Lord. I never knew the difference between black and white potato
Debbie can't make potato salad.
But I was raised up on crescent, those little Seacrest sandwiches. And there's a word that I know how to say. I can't say it. Look like a cream thing that you eat. Make little sandwiches. Yeah, I'm so glad I don't do that no more. Because that probably never find something to match with that. But I never knew about matching. That's the thing. So let us know. I like to put him on a show where he does his own shows twice a month where you talk about the wines, and then that'll get more people into buying wines. And then you can also say, look, I think I touched something. You can also say, okay, when I do this show, I'll give you 10% off. I'll give you the code during the show, and ta-da, you making money.
I see that. I like that.
Yeah, because anybody gonna remember some Pinot Noir, Jaude, Tolo. We're like, what the heck? Just give me a bottle of Zinfandel. I'll call it a $20 bottle. I'm good. But I do like nice wines, and I have probably a nice selection of them. But I just don't really know what goes with what. I just say, okay, well, we should open you up and find out. But okay. So make sure you tell everybody how to get in contact with you and all of that.
Yes, ma'am. So my Facebook, which I'm on almost every day, is RICCO T Cooper. RICCO is RICCO. T is in Tom, Cooper, COOPER at Facebook. My Instagram is Rico's Wine Adventure. Again, Rico's with 2 C's, RICCOS, Wine Adventure, all one word on Instagram. You can also call me 240-856-8690. Again, my name is RICCO T Cooper, RICCO with 2 C's.
Okay.
And we will help you select the perfect wine for every occasion.
All right. Well, now you all know a little bit about wines, even though we only have one.
That's your exclusive.
I know mine exclusive one that he put a seatbelt on and carried it across the street. But that's no here nor there. Anywho, it's Late Night Whispers on this gorgeous radio, and I'm Sunshine. If you ever want to bring your business here to conversate, if you would like to even have your own show, you can reach out to us at 202-510-2199. Or if you just want to talk about whatever, reach out. It's Late Night Whispers on this gorgeous radio. I'm Sunshine. Love, peace, and hair grease.